Waiting for it. All right. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to The Shift here at the Cryptowriter podcast. I am your host, Adam Carswell. And like always, we have a fantastic guest and show lined up for you today. Before we dive in, I must say, hi, Grandma. Hope you're doing well. It's Memorial Day weekend in the US. For those of you who don't know or do know, I am actually coming to everyone live from Newfoundland, Canada today. So it's not a holiday here. And I don't believe it's a holiday in Turkey either, where our guest, Amjad Pirotti, is tuning in from. We're going to have a very solid conversation today here, guys. But before I go any deeper, Amjad, I do want to hand the microphone over to you. Tell us a little bit about who you are, where you're from. As I mentioned, you're tuned in from Turkey. Let us know exactly where. Actually, I think you said Istanbul, which is cool. That's where, Europe and Asia meet. But yeah, go ahead and help me fill in any of the blanks here that I haven't mentioned.
Okay, thank you very much, Adam, for the introduction. And first of all, hello to everyone. And I'm really, really glad to be here. And thanks for having me, Adam, in this show. And I really appreciate the opportunity. So yes, here I am in Istanbul now. It's about like 7 p.m. here, local time. I'm not originally from Turkey, from Istanbul, but I love this city, to be honest.
Yeah.
And asking me where I come from, well, in the blockchain era, I'm a global citizen. So yeah, and it's been like a year, more than a year, that we have been helping my Lotto coin to grow. So we are a small but a proud team. Come up with this idea in back to 2020 last year, exactly to be precise, it was in May. So it's almost now we are celebrating the first year of establishing my Lotto coin. Previously, my background is in mainly in project management. So for the last 12 years, I have been project manager in many different industries. Started from started from construction industry, and then to healthcare, and then IT. And in the
Wow.
last few years, in the last 4 or 5 years, I was mainly an academician, so working with different universities. I have also developed like few courses in blockchain cryptocurrency with some universities in Europe and in Asia. And yeah, that's all about me. If you have any more questions, then they can reach out to me through LinkedIn, or I'm here. I know that Adam gonna kill me with a lot of questions. So
Yeah, well, you guys, you heard it there. Amjad said to connect with him on LinkedIn. We'll also get a link to mylottocoin.com in the comments. The person who's going to be dropping links for us here today, guys, I know for those of you who join us normally on the live chat, you see me over here typing and over here typing. We have a links guy. His name is Brandon Hauser. He's a really good friend of mine. Known Brandon pretty much my whole life. And so if Amjad, as we're talking today, if at any point you need a reference or a link or somewhere on the internet, Brandon is tuned in. He'll go find it. He'll post it in the chat for you. So again, keep in mind, if you want to throw any references out there, we'll get them out. With all that being said, also want to remind for those of you joining us here live, thank you for investing your most valuable resource with us, your time. Smash that like button. Let's get those likes up. I saw one that we did the other day. It might have been the one we did with Joey. Hit almost 100 likes. So guys, come on, let's get it going. Let's get it pumping. Smash the like button. Smash the subscribe button. And yeah, back over to Amjad now. So, I mean, you've got quite the background coming from construction to healthcare, then to IT. You've created some blockchain courses. We know you, by the way, this is very important. Guys, Jillian Godsell was the connector here today. And if it wasn't for Jill, first of all, I wouldn't even know about Cryptowriter. So thank you, Jill. And then she also sent me Amjad's, I think it was contact information or something, but we reached out, boom, got today set up. So thank you, Jillian, for building this connection for us. And yeah, so construction, healthcare, IT, you're creating blockchain courses. I know you said before the call, you speak 5 or 6 different languages, half Kurdish, half Italian, living in Istanbul, global citizen. Sounds like your parents did a great job. Man, what a background. So I'm trying to think really where to start. I guess let's get our audience a little bit familiarized with my Lotto coin, because I don't know a whole lot about it, quite frankly. So It's been a year now. What I guess what is the product or service that's being rendered by my Lotto coin, and what makes it different from, competitors or anything else that's ever been created?
Right. First of all, let me also take this opportunity to thank Gillian. As Adam mentioned, thanks to Gillian that we are here. In fact, at this even stage of the project, she has been very kind to my Lotto coin, and she has been always there as an advisor. And I would really like to take this opportunity to thank her again here. So back to our topic, what is my Lotto coin? In very simple words, my Lotto coin is a lottery that is conventionally ruled, autonomously operated, and anonymously played. So basically, we came up with this idea because of the pain points that we have been through in our life. I don't think that there is any one of us at this age. I'm like 36 years old. Don't look at my gray hair. So we have all played lottery, and probably this question has been raised in our minds, like how the lotteries are operating. So that's this question that I asked myself in 2019. And in fact, together with the co-founder that he's based in Canada. And we found out like really shocking news, like 50% of the money involved has been taken as a house age. So for those that they don't understand, house age is the money that is taken out of the player's pocket. So basically, that money will never go to the prize pool. And with all these problems, with the traditional lotteries, ticket dependency, trust issue, we can name 1,000 of the issues around traditional lotteries. I mean, just 2 weeks ago, I was reading a news, a winner in, if I'm not mistaken, it was in California. Please excuse me if my mind is not helping me which state, but it was like 2 weeks ago, a news like someone has won a lottery about like $20 million, but because the ticket was damaged, she couldn't claim the prize. So we are like dealing with a system, a centralized system, first of all, that it's ticket dependent. Those people, they say that there are more than 5 billion unclaimed prizes in lotteries around the world. Some people, they have won the prize, but they have never noticed, because either you need to follow the news, to see if your chosen number are the winning number, or someone need to tell you, hey, come to your door and say, hey, you are the winner. And
Right.
trust me, centralized lottery, they would never do that, because they don't have your information, when you register, or when you actually, even online, or if you are buying your tickets from a local store. So we wanted to create something because of the pain that we have been through, that is eliminating all these issues, but also maintaining the traditional elements. So what I mean by that, because a lot of futuristic blockchain-based projects, they come with a lot of promises. Sometimes I read the white papers and I feel like, oh, this is written for somebody from Mars. It's not for somebody from planet, but too complicated. It's like they're talking about a lot of new features, like new technologies. We always welcome new technology, of course, but how about the traditional users? How about coming up with something that is still new, but also trying to include traditional players, or let's say conventional rules, to come up with the idea of full inclusion? So we created My Lotto coin. It is something that disruptive, eliminating all the issues around traditional lotteries, and still have some traditional elements. So the drawing schedules, how is the winning numbers are announced, declared in the system, all is following the traditional rules, and still having the blockchain, to make everything better. So it's totally public, permissionless, price payouts, balances, everything can be seen on the smart contract, and the jackpot and the prize pool is increasing week by week. Nobody has any control on the smart contract. All the codes are freely available, published for auditing and for reviewing. So we as a project team, in fact, we can be only as a players in this system. We have no control over that. Generally, that's all about my Lotto coin. Then later we can go more into the details of the features.
Yeah. Okay. So I think what I would like to know most for myself and for our viewers here, Sean and Kenny like to do a lot of giveaways and challenges and different ways to kind of distribute the NFT collection that we have here at Cryptowriter. So the big question is, how do myself and the Cryptowriter community get involved? How do we enter our first, lottery at mylottocoin.com? We go on there, create an account. What are the different options? And I guess with that being said, too, we are going to drop a link right now to the Cryptowriter Telegram group, because that is the best place to be if you want to win some of these competitions. But Brandon, if you could do that, drop a link to the Telegram group. And then I'm not seeing it yet. Maybe it's an error on my end, but drop a link to Amjad's LinkedIn and website as well. Go ahead, Amjad. How do we get started?
Okay,
and
so
if you want to share your screen too, actually, I'm sorry. I'm going to give you the power to share your screen if you want.
No, honestly, I haven't prepared any presentation slides, so I just jumped into this.
No worries.
Now, okay, so my Lotto coins tokenomics is very, very unique. So 100 million MIL tokens has been issued. Is not mintable tokens, so is the total supply is fixed on 100 million. And why we issue the token? Because that's a utility token to facilitate the reward program. In my Lotto coin, 10% of the total ticket sale every 3 months is redistributed for free among MIL token holders. And those MILs has been redistributed for free among players. So each smart contract, eventually we will have 5 smart contracts. Each smart contracts, each game have a share of 10 million tokens, 10 million MIL tokens, which will be redistributed among players for free upon purchasing of 10 tickets at a single purchase. So when we say that we are giving back to the community, when in my Lotto coin we are saying that it's like a DeFi powered lottery, that reconstructing the a lottery from a gambling nature to a safe bet DeFi feature is what the reward program that we call it staking plus come in. And it's the first of its kind when in a project 50% of the total supply has been put aside, locked, and will be redistributed in the next few years among the players, the true owners of my Lotto coin. That's why our name is My Lotto coin. It's not my Lotto coin, it's your Lotto coin. Is everybody who is typing my Lotto coin in their screen is their Lotto coin, right? So back to your question, how you can be involved. Of course, everybody can be involved in the playing of my Lotto coin anytime. It depends on which kind of lottery you are interested in, because we are replicating the world's most famous lotteries. Currently, US Powerball is live and deployed on the mainnet. The next would be US Mega Million, following by Canada 649, and then you have Euro Mega Million, and then we have the Italian one, Italian Enalotto. So
Nice.
yeah, but currently we are on the last day of pre-sale. Today we are in the last day of pre-sale, and tomorrow for 3 weeks we are going for an IEO. So MIL token will be available for IEO for investors who are interested to invest in the project. And as per white paper, if I'm not mistaken, the page 25th, if I remember, we have already mentioned that 70% of the collected fund eventually goes to the prize pool and 30% will be spent in marketing and operating expenses.
Cool. All right. So yeah, we have our buddy Morton's asking. I put a link. The best link is just the mylottocoin.com, correct, to go get started?
mylottocoin.io is the project to get all the information update about the project. mylottocoin.com is the gaming platform.
So if to get started is going to be mylottocoin.com.
To get started to play mylottocoin.com, to get started to know about the project and to invest in the pre-sale, mylottocoin.io.
Okay, good to know. So yeah, I just dropped a link in there. And is that on the EOS chain?
Pardon me?
Is that on the EOS chain?
Yes, it's it's ERC20 token.
Okay.
It's based on Ethereum.
Good to know. Good to know. And then if you could, it seems like, Could you turn maybe your speaker volume down just a little bit? I'm hearing myself go back and forth. The beauty of going live, guys. Gotta love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good now. I'm not hearing it anymore. Great. So yeah, looks like we got some folks digging in here, diving in. Oh no, you know what? I am still kind of hearing a little bit of feedback there. But as far as your experience in the blockchain space, I know you mentioned that you taught some courses as well. Kind of once you got into the IT realm, what was the connecting part that brought you from there to My Lotto Coin?
It was back in 2015 when the first time, like, I was developing, being an academician and working with the university. So I used to, in fact, to develop syllabuses and courses for different purposes. And I was like also developing some trainings. So first I started with developing some courses in project management for an IT-based course. And then I got interested into blockchain. It was in 2015. So later on, I got my certifications in blockchain as a certified blockchain professional in 2017. And then, well, I really like it. And I thought that now I have a responsibility to do something. Being a project manager, we always look at the problems, right? And we always look at how to solve the problems. And being an academician, which I'm equipped, thanks to God, with both of them. Being an academician, it always makes you to look at the problems in a very unbiased way. So we don't see the things like if we like it or not. A lot of people question, but why lottery? I mean, because lotteries are associated with gamblings and like there is a lot of like vague things about lotteries. And I said, well, the one that we are creating is going to reconstruct the lotteries from the gambling nature, and to a very safe bet DeFi feature. But
That's cool.
we are not looking at what we like. Usually, we need to see what we can do for the community. So you have two ways: either you close your eyes on the current existing problem and say, "Hey, well, I'm not going to be involved in this. I got nothing to do with that," or just sleeves up and do something about it. And that's what we did. And we thought that we can change it. And we have already done some, I think, good progress.
Who are you, I guess, who are you looking forward to working with? What type of clients are the best clients for you?
Those that they are frustrated with the traditional centralized system.
Which
And
is
those
pretty
that
much
they are
any
looking.
lottery, right?
Exactly. And that's why, in fact, we keep the elements of traditional lotteries, because our audiences are both people, crypto enthusiasts and also traditional lottery players. Everybody will come on board.
We might have to, I don't know if you talked to Jillian a whole lot about Liberland, but that's how we know each other. And we might have to look into a Liberland lottery through you guys. That'd be pretty cool.
Honestly, I heard from Jillian that Liberland doesn't have their own national lottery, and I offer that with my Lotto coin, although it's not in our roadmap, but down the road we can also develop another game and introduce it as the first national game for Liberland, and will be controlled and would be funded, and then the fund will be pulled back to all the community from Liberland. So of course, my Lotto coin would not have, as other milestones that we have already have in mind to develop, we will not have any control over that. So, but let's see if people from Liberland, they would be interested into the idea.
Yeah. And I have to say, it's funny, guys. So as I mentioned, my buddy Brandon Hauser is here live. And as we're making our way through, I guess he's been typing in links, but they're not showing up in the chat. Brandon, my guess is going to be, if this is your first time on a live stream, sometimes YouTube makes you wait like 24 hours before you can participate in live activities. So your comments might end up showing up on the replay. Anyways, just keep at it, man. And for everyone who is with us here live, I'm trying to get it out there. You can go to Liberland.org to figure out what the heck Amjad and I are talking about. But basically, it's a country built on blockchain. I host the podcast for Liberland. That's how I know Jillian. It'd be awesome to get some My Lotto coin activity set up with everything that we're working on. So it sounds like it's more than just lottery tickets, though. I mean, it's different games. Is it anyone who wants to create a game that is kind of has a lottery essence to it? Do they just go on mylottocoin.com and create it? Like, Um, tell us, I guess, what are the different options? I know you talked about it already, but what can somebody new to this space? What can they do? What can they create?
Okay, so it's not like that you can create your own lottery. The lotteries are already there. As I mentioned before, we are following the five main lotteries in the world. Their rules, their drawing times. The winning numbers is declared by them. So in my Lotto coin, there is no also RNG, random number
You're
generation, which
fo-
is
or,
proven to be ineffective. Sorry.
so you're following. You said the five biggest lotteries in the world.
Yes, so basically, we have lotteries out there, right, in the traditional way. They have their own drawing time, they have their own winning numbers, they have their own rules, they have their own rules, because some lotteries, most of them, they have different rules. In US Powerball, you have like five numbers from 1 to 69 and one Powerball from 1 to 26, right? And this in Mega Million is different. In Canada, 649 is different. So we are adopting the same rules, the same way of participating in lottery, but in a decentralized way. So what I mean by that, there is no sign up, no sign in. So people, they keep their own crypto. They're holding up to their crypto. Nobody is asking them to put their crypto in the platform. So thanks to the dApp that is already developed on our platform on mylottocoin.com. They just connect their MetaMask wallet or Trust wallet and they play the lottery. So this also eliminates the security issues, right? And when the winning time by the winning time arrives, the winning numbers is declared from the traditional lotteries. It's being live captured and get fit to the smart contract, and the same winning numbers will be declared on the platform. So we are not doing any draw, nothing. There is no house age in our system. Everything is pulled back to the participants. Just 10% will be put aside for reward program. As I mentioned, every 3 months, 10% of total ticket sale is redistributed among MIL token holders, those that they hold 10 million, 100 million and above. And another 5% will be put aside for operating and marketing. I mean, lottery needs marketing, right? And the people behind it, like, they are doing some good job, to make it up and running. So that 5% also will be spent as expenses in marketing mainly and operating. Another difference with other, I can say, online lotteries is that in my Lotto coin, we are not having instant draws. Like it's totally following the traditional rules. Like in so many other crypto lotteries, or online lotteries, they have instant draws, and those is like, again, is the traditional laws of lotteries. So we have tried to avoid that, and we didn't want, in fact, my Lotto coin to be represented by that image. And yeah, I think I have covered everything so far. What are the differences with traditional lottery and online lotteries?
Yeah. So we did have it was, I don't know if it was a question or a statement, but someone did mention that the gas fees are more than the
Yes.
ticket. So how I'm sure that's something that you've run into. What are you guys doing to work on that?
Okay, we were pushed a lot at the beginning, especially back in February, in March, in April, to migrate to Binance Smart Chain or some other, or Tron or EOS, some other platforms, blockchain platforms, to overcome the gas fee issue. But to be honest, crypto community really trusting Ethereum-based projects. This is first. Second of all, with the London fork is scheduled in July, the gas fee is going to be resolved forever. And third of all, those features that we have already offered on the platform, it can be fully and solely integrated into Ethereum blockchain. It couldn't be, in fact, integrated in other blockchain systems. So a little bit patience will be paid out. I really thank everyone interested in my Lotto coin. I just ask you to be a little bit more patient, because in July the gas fee is going to be resolved once and forever. Ethereum going to be proof of stake, and it will be like other platforms, I mean, other blockchains that we see now, like Binance Smart Chain, the fees will be less than $1 of transacting with smart contract and sending out ERC20 or BEP20 tokens, you know. So yes, we are purely based on Ethereum. We will stay based on Ethereum, but if Ethereum hard fork, London hard fork is going to be delayed again in July, we are thinking of some possibilities, of course. To address this issue, we are going to migrate to Binance Smart Chain, but that's only after July.
Got it. Okay, good to know. Thank you. Thank you. Did have a question come in from our buddy Orlando, and he'd like to know, is the lottery similar to Pool Together built on Ethereum? I'm not sure, actually, now that I look at that
I didn't
question.
get the question, sorry.
I'm guessing, is Pool Together another company that you're familiar with? It's called POOL Together.
No, unfortunately.
Okay. Orlando, maybe I misspoke. Go ahead and clarify what you mean for that question. We'll get it over to him. And Morton, thanks for the action in the chat, guys. Guys, by the way, if you're with us live or in the replay, smash the like button, hit that subscribe button. That way we can continue to bring on more rock stars like Amjad. But okay, so that's good to know that by July, I had heard about that too and forgotten. So I'm sure that'll help smooth a lot of projects out, not only for you guys, but anyone else who's, you know, very involved with the Ethereum network. So what's next? I mean, obviously that's big news for July that you just mentioned for, again, anyone who's in the space, but what are you most excited about that you're working on, like right now? Like, I know you said you had a really busy day today, right? Like, I'm sure that's tied to it.
Okay, so as I mentioned at the beginning, we are really a small team that we are handling everything by ourselves. So sometimes it's really difficult, you know, to update the community. And I really take this opportunity now here to apologize from everyone if we are not like other blockchain-based projects, you know, like to keep updating community every single day. But sometimes, of course, we actually think that those updates are not worthy enough or not probably presentable to our community. But whatever is being outlined in our white paper as milestones is on the track, progressing very well. And currently we are working on our mobile app will be released in July, scheduled to be released in July. Hopefully we meet the target. We have two other more exchanges. I'm not going to name any of them now, but in line to list Mill token. And then the development is continue with the next milestone. You know, we have another two smart contracts for lotteries, Canada 649 and US Mega Million, to be deployed on the mainnet. So the developers are working on that as well. And for the price of the ticket, because when the time that we developed my Lotto coin, Ethereum was $300, about $300, right? So we fixed the price for each ticket at about 0.01, right? So it was about like $3 at the time, like a year ago. But now with the Ethereum price skyrocketed, we thought that this is not fair to a lot of players, although my Lotto coin is the most fair and transparent lottery currently exists in the world. And I really mean it. But the price was really high, you know, so we needed to do something about it. Developers are now working on that to fix the price at $5. But of course will be paid in Ethereum. So those news also will be released in June. Hopefully in the next 2 weeks, the updates will be done with the ticket price, and mobile app is lined up to be released by end of July. And if there is any more news around like listing mail or some collaboration, some cooperations is also, we are in negotiation. We can't disclose names now, but it will be released soon through our channels, through our Telegram and Facebook and Twitter.
So through your channels, I think probably your Twitter and Telegram would be helpful to share in the chat. Do you have a link to either of those
Yes, with the handler of my Lotto coin. Very simple. You
Okay.
just search in Twitter and Telegram with my Lotto coin.
Okay, so you guys, there you go. Go look it up on Twitter and Telegram. My Lotto Coin. Um, a joke. Brandon, keep doing your job there, man. Posting the link. I have a feeling that YouTube is just kind of might be blocking your comments from showing up right now because I'm guessing it's your first time commenting on a live video. They like to verify you in this 24-hour window, whether you're going live or commenting. I don't know why. So, anyways, go ahead and drop it in there. The YouTube or YouTube. The well, is there a My Lotto Coin YouTube?
There is, but to be honest, we are not much active. We are trying
Okay.
to get there. Yeah, maybe by help of you, Adam.
Yeah, yeah. Who knows? Who knows? We'll definitely pump this one out there. This should get some nice traction. So, anyways, yeah, guys, go follow them on Twitter. Get plugged into the Telegram chat. We've also dropped Amjad's LinkedIn profile here as well. If you guys scroll back up, you can find that. But okay. So to clarify, Orlando meant so Pool Together is another platform, POOL Together. And he said is a decentralized protocol built on Ethereum. He used it a while ago, and he also got an airdrop from them using the protocol. So I guess he just wants to know it's a no loss lottery, almost like a savings where we pool together our crypto and the interest earned is won by someone on a weekly basis. It's a brilliant concept. So do you sound familiar with it? Does that ring any bells for you hearing that?
Yes, I have actually had few of these projects. I have been through really amazing projects is being implemented these days, but particularly I was not familiar with Pull Together.
Okay. Okay. There we go. Well, yeah, I like that. It does sound cool. So, um, based on where you guys are at right now, again, it sounds like you and your team, small team but effective. Um, are you looking for help? Are you looking for anyone else to kind of join the team and work with you?
We would love to have more members. Of course, in our team, there is a lot of things need to be done. Our two members, two ladies are located in Spain. The co-founder is located in Canada, and our legal advisor is located in Argentina. So that's about the
A lot of different
core
time
team.
zones.
Yes, that's about the core team. But so each of us, we try to do our part here. We just newly recruited a few community managers for Portuguese, French, German community managers. If there are somebody with graphic design skill, community management background, anything related to crypto, just please get in touch with us through our official channels. They can just write to us in our Telegram, and we will get back to them, of course.
Okay, good to know. Yeah, I'm looking here. So probably through Telegram would be the best way to reach out and get involved.
Yes, yes.
Okay, very cool. So yeah, there you go, guys. If anyone's found value so far today, you want to start working or collaborating with My Lotto Coin, they're looking for some assistance. There you go. Go get your hands dirty. So um what let's get to know you a little bit more now, Amjad. What you've got a crazy background in a good way. Like you sounds like you've been around the world, you speak all these different languages. Again, being Italian and Kurdish is definitely as far as I know, pretty unique. So I guess we'll make it started off real simple. What's your favorite movie or like your two or three favorite movies?
Don't get me wrong. If I tell you my favorite movie is Godfather, I love it. Of course, it's one of the masterpieces of the cinema. So I love Godfather. Yes,
Yeah.
and trust me, I have watched it more than 100 times. Just recently, again, like a month ago, I watched again Godfather. So yeah, but there have been a lot of good movies recently. One of the recent one that I really liked, the one that Johnny Depp played. I forgot really the title. It was back in 2019, if I'm not mistaken, 2009,
I'll take a look
2020.
here.
The Professor. The
Let's see.
Professor.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
really
Johnny
like
Depp
that.
Professor.
Yes, I really like the
2018.
Professor. 2018, yes, I really like the It's really underrated movie, because nobody talk about that.
I haven't heard of it. Yeah.
Yeah, and it didn't get a lot of likes and follows, on socials, but it was a fantastic movie. So I recommend everybody to watch that movie.
Yeah, I'm looking at it here right now. So what was it about really? Johnny Depp is a professor?
So, yeah. I mean, if I tell the story now, nobody's going to watch the movie. So basically, John Depp is a professor, is diagnosed with cancer, going through like some sensitive things around his personal life with his wife and kids. And it's just amazing movie. You need to watch yourself. I'm not going to spoil it by just telling you the story.
Okay, okay. Sounds good. Yeah. All right. So the Godfather, the professor.
Yeah.
What's your you got a third movie in there?
The third movie, yeah, is again one of the cinema's masterpiece in 1994, if I'm not mistaken. The one about Holocaust. I again forgot the title. Oh my God.
Okay. It came out in 94.
Yes, 1994. Uh, the it's a very famous one. Maybe let me look at my movie
Okay. Yeah.
section.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm reading the chat here too. Morton's dropping some knowledge for everyone here live. And actually I would like to know because you mentioned being involved with some of the biggest lotteries in the world. Are you in the States yet? Are you doing any lotteries for like different parts of the US?
Schindler List, the movie's name,
Oh, Schindler's List. Okay. Okay. Yep, that is very popular. Yep.
was right about the year. So you know, I have a very bad memory. When I used to also teach at university, sometimes I need to apologize from my students because I used to forget the names, and that's not because I'm not paying attention to the names, but it's like how left-handed people's brain functions. I'm left-handed, by the way.
Okay.
So we are really forgetful when things come to the names and locations and address. We are more visualizing, things.
Mm.
So, I mean, that's a good excuse. But yes, so I usually remember the stars in the movie, the actors, the famous actors and actresses, and the year the movie has been released, but usually I forget the title.
All good. All good. We got it
Sorry,
now.
what was your question, Adam?
So yeah, I mean, for my Lotto coin to really continue to grow, obviously team members and people who want to get involved and serve is a big piece. What about I mean, I guess like dream clients, would you want to be working with I guess I don't really know how it works. Like for example, here I live in Newfoundland, Canada, so I know the big lottery here is the Atlantic Canada lottery.
Right.
So how do you start working with a company like that? I mean, it's basically a government organization, right? So you need to build relationships with them.
That's a very good question, Adam. To be honest, I have been always looking for to answer such question. In the last few months, they have been in a lot of interviews, but I want to mention it here that we don't see traditional lotteries as competitors. To answer your question, and in fact, if we're really willing to bring somebody on board as collaborators, or somebody or some institutional organization that we would like to collaborate our traditional lotteries, because in fact we are here to rebuild the lost trust in traditional lotteries. You remember if Ripple came to exist, at the beginning, everybody was pointing on the Ripple, hey, they are helping banks and stuff. Well, I mean, these banks and traditional also finance systems are also part of us, right? We can't throw the history out. We need to help them. We need to introduce them to this new technology. We need to raise awareness around that. So if traditional lottery is not going to do anything about their operating model, they are going to lose the market. And that's how blockchain lotteries and online-based lotteries doing. And in fact, there are a lot of scams over there. I know there have been a lot of cases as well with traditional lotteries, but people still trust more government lotteries, state lotteries. And personally, myself, I also trust them. I mean, there have been a lot of cases, but we need to look at the half full of the glass. We don't need to look at the half empty of the glass always. Yes, there have been cases in the past. they have been plagued with a lot of issues and problems, but it doesn't mean that we need to throw them out at all. So what I am actually really looking for in my Lotto coin is that to bring on board on this traditional organization, traditional lotteries. So players are turning away from traditional lotteries, as we know. And we can partner up with them and offer a themed lottery, you know, a team lottery on our platform with the same rules, but enhanced model and features, introducing a fairer, I can say, transparent, claimless, DeFi-powered lottery. So I hope that it's going to happen very soon in the next few months, or maybe less than a year. I hope that we can partner up with some of these traditional lotteries.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's very similar to, I mean, any industry that's okay. So put it this way, like blockchain is inevitable. It's a technology that's going to eventually be involved in every business if it's not already. And so it's kind of looking back on it. It's like, you know, when people were saying that businesses need to get from just being in person and they need to be on the internet. I think the same thing is what we're seeing now. So it's kind of like, hey, if you're a lottery out there, whether it's the state of, I'm from Ohio, like if it's Ohio, Atlantic Lottery, I don't know what kind of lottery they have in Istanbul, like wherever you are in the world, if you're like a government lottery, eventually, because the way that this technology is structured is it empowers the individual, it empowers the people. If you don't start shifting what you're doing to working with someone like Amjad, you very well could get left in the dust. And by left in the dust, I don't mean tomorrow. I mean like maybe like 10 years from now. But that's, I think, is that what you're trying to say is whether you're traditional or something that's new and up and coming, you have to be open. We'll say for lottery's sake, you have to be open to working with a company like My Lotto Coin to figure out what's going on right now.
Yes, same name, same rules, same drawing schedules. The way that you declare your winning numbers are the same. You don't need to touch anything, just a little bit flexibility also to give options to your players, you know, let them to have also a blockchain based one. You can still run the traditional way and you have another prize pool to be run on blockchain. And we are really happy because we have done that once, and we are really happy. Our developers, when the first time we reach out to people in back in 2020, everybody said this is impossible. Having all these decentralized features with this new technology is impossible in one single platform. We did it, and we have the experience, and we can do it again. So we are there to help, free of charge. We can be partners on our platform, and they can announce on their own traditional channels, you know, that there is another one, the same rules, blockchain based.
Yeah, and it's funny, we're talking about different states. Orlando, I didn't realize you're from Hawaii. That's pretty cool. So I'm in Newfoundland. We got Hawaii tuned in, which is almost on the other side of the world from where I'm at. And then on top of the other side of the world, Amjad's in Istanbul. So that's pretty cool. We're definitely going global right now. So he
What
says,
time is it in Hawaii now?
it's got to be like 8 a.m. is my guess. But he said, you know, Hawaii desperately needs a lottery. Most Hawaii locals fly to Nevada to donate their money to Las Vegas. Most locals here love to gamble. So I don't know if you have any friends in Hawaii, Amjad, but it sounds like they're hungry for a lottery over there.
I have two friends there, but they are in meditations, in yoga, in veganism. So I haven't checked up with them. I don't know if they're interested in some lotteries or not. But yes, it's in fact in my list to visit one day.
Yeah, same. I actually have not been there yet either. So there you go, Orlando. If you get a chance to follow up with Amjad, I'm sure you can talk to him about doing something in Hawaii. Let me go ahead and
I would love
his
to.
his LinkedIn link in here as well. I know I dropped it in the chat earlier, but let me just resurface it for you guys. And by the way, Brandon, if you're still with us here, continue to drop those links along the way, because as I mentioned, I think what's going to end up happening is your comments will show up on the replay, probably just not here live this time. So there's Amjad's LinkedIn. You go ahead and drop it over here. Yeah, anyone who wants to reach out and get in touch with them, there's that. And then, as we mentioned, the Twitter page, the Telegram page, good stuff. So, right. Well, based on what just happened with the market, you know, we just went through another tank, and anyone who I
Yes.
guess you'd say is is a rookie or a noob to the space right now, they might think that the sky is falling. But we've seen that this happens, every few years with the crypto market. So what's your opinion on what just happened, and what do you think the next like 2 to 3 months are going to look like as far as the market cap?
To be honest, I really resonate with the people that they have been suffering now. I was one of the victims, I can say, not the victim of this market, the victim of my lack of knowledge in 2017 when market crashed and I had like almost 80%, 90% of my savings. And I had also encouraged few friends, to put all their money in crypto, and we all suffered. So I learned, and it was a very expensive learning, but all we learn, we know that this is a decentralized market, and sometimes not very much, but sometimes also is being manipulated. So we need to be careful. My always advice to friends, to families, to relatives, to people that I know in my network, I just say, please stick to one simple rule: just invest as much as you can afford to lose. So this is gonna survive again. This is gonna pull back. It will again going to set another ATH, another all-time highs. We will see that one day. I don't know that day would be tomorrow, next month, next year, but we will remember this day that this is going to recover. It's just we need to be patient. Those that they have invested the amount that they could afford to use, just be patient, hold it to your crypto. You don't need to panic. Those that they have lost, it's just manage the risk, cash out as much as you need, not more than that. Because again, every single of us, we are contributing to this situation. Once we are cashing out, we are again contributing to this situation. Everybody's panicking and cashing out, and crypto is not about like squeezing crypto, and cashing in and cashing out. Guys, stick to Bitcoin, stick to Ethereum, uh, Bitcoin and Ethereum will always remain. One Bitcoin is always one Bitcoin, one Ethereum is always one Ethereum. So once you do it, the calculation the other way around, it's wrong. Once you say, hey, one Ethereum is like about like $1,000, or I don't know, 2,000, 3,000, and then you try to make some money out of it, so you should expect also this crash. But if you look at the way that, okay, crypto is crypto, I'm not going, in fact, to value the crypto by comparing to fiat currency. You are already there, and invest as much as you can afford to lose.
Mm.
My recommendation would be to invest in also some new projects, some projects, really cool projects on the way, coming up with very cool features, with bright future. There is a lot of platforms that you can learn about these projects and invest in some good deeds. Yes.
So yeah, what projects are you excited about in particular that are coming out?
Oh, I can't really disclose any name here. I hope you don't mind, but there are a
That's
lot
fine.
of projects because it sounds like promoting other projects. I'm not here also to promote my Lotto coin, to be honest, but there are a lot. There are a lot, like some reputable platforms out there that you can search for upcoming IEOs, upcoming ICOs. Look at their roadmap, look at their white paper, see who are the people behind them. If even you can have a talk with these people. Sometimes there are really cool people out there, on the white paper, but in real life you have no chance to talk to them, or maybe they don't exist. So just I know we are talking about decentralization. I know people behind the project shouldn't matter, but at the end of the day, when project is in early stage, in infant stage, people behind is very important, because those are who run the project, and those are who developing and achieving the milestones. So at early stages, yes, project team is very important. Look at that. As I said, there are a lot of famous platforms. All of us, we know about all these platforms, very reputable, famous one worldwide. You can just go and check the projects. Don't trust FOMOs. What I see compared to 2017, Adam, something is changing in the market. Is I learned that the attitude of the people has not changed, unfortunately. You know, I see the same trends, the same attitudes, like running after one project to another one, and being influenced by a lot of FOMOs around projects. You see, like some projects, they have a lot of, like marketing budgets, and I'm involved in this. That's why I'm telling you, sometimes this business is very dirty business, and you see, like a lot of projects, they have a lot of followers. They do some shillings here and there, but it's a very temporary one. It's not an organic one. So people need to be very aware which projects to invest in. Don't invest your money in projects with a lot of FOMO around them. Be aware of that. Do your own due diligence. Check out the background of the team. White paper is very important, and how, in fact, how realistic is the idea? Because sometimes, as I said at the beginning of the show, some project, when I read the white paper, it sounds like is written for people from Mars. You know, you don't understand what they're saying, and it's too complicated. So try to avoid. The best projects are the ones who have used a simple language. And the best projects are those that they are trying to solve an existing, current, simple existing problem.
Mm. Yeah. Yeah, that's a really simple way to look at it. And I think to your point, I mean, we're going to continue to see a little bit of crazy. I can't remember what the word is that you just used there, but the best way to put it, some craziness. It's a relatively
FOMO,
new.
fear of missing out.
Well, yeah, FOMO is still very strong, right? There's some circles that I run in where people are posting updates about what's happening in crypto in the news like every day. And I guess in your case, like, dude, this is, you can't help but pay attention to the market. But I think like taking a step back, turning off the news for a little bit and going outside and just having a nice day sometimes can serve you well during a time like this. Man, I had another question there for you, and I'm trying to reach for it and I can't remember, but I'm very sympathetic to your take on what's happening right now. And nothing beats looking at the teams that run certain projects. I think that's the secret to, finding what's hot, what's new.
Yeah. And I would also recommend, like you said, because crypto market, especially for traders, is 24/7, right? So it's not like some other markets, just only 5 days. People, they have a time to rest forcefully, but try to have your daily routine, especially during this pandemic time. Everybody is working from home, sticking to chair and looking at the monitors, a little bit work, a little bit crypto. That's not healthy. That's not healthy.
Yeah. So I have to, we'll close it out with this one. Before you and I getting connected, were you familiar at all with kind of with the, what's the word I'm looking for? The Cryptowriter community, or did you just know Jillian?
Through Jillian, of course.
Okay.
Yes.
So you gotta check out our stuff. Check out our. I'll send you a link to our Telegram as well. Somebody put in here. Trey McGill said the Finny gold coin FOMO. So this, to me, this has been one of the coolest things that I've learned about NFTs since working with Cryptowriter. We have an NFT that is very popular. People in our Telegram are always making memes about how much they love this token. It's called a Crypto Finny gold coin. Now, Crypto Finny, he's like how Mickey Mouse is like the face of Disney. Crypto Finny is the face of Cryptowriter, and he's this guy who came from a far out place in the universe. He landed on Earth, and he landed in the middle of all of this blockchain hype, but he has no idea like where to go to get the right information. And he comes across the Cryptowriter community and he gets charged up, and now he knows everything that he needs to know about blockchain. And so that's kind of his story. Now, Crypto Finny also comes from, or Finny comes from a land where everything's made out of gold. So where he's from, gold doesn't mean anything, but here in on Earth, gold is very valuable. So part of Finney has been like, I think, taken out of Sean. I might get this wrong, right? But part of like who Finney is has been taken out of him by an evil character, and the evil character turned that gold into Finney gold coins. And so the Finney gold coin is the most
It's a very
popular
interesting
NFT.
story.
Yeah, right. The story is important. So the Finney gold coin is the most important, well, not important, but the most valuable NFT in some regards in our community right now. So for example, I'm taking a look at it. I think one Finney gold coin is anywhere from like 175 to 200 US for one coin right now. And the cool thing is, notice how I said US, because the value of wax and other cryptocurrencies in the marketplace have gone up and down and whatever. However, this is what I'm seeing that is very um, powerful about the NFT space. The actual US dollar amount value of the coin hasn't changed. Maybe it's, it was 500 wax one weekend and then it was 800 wax the next weekend, but it's still the same value in fiat, which is very interesting. So, with all that being said, hopefully we can get you a Finney gold coin so you can see for yourself the magic that's happening. But yeah, I guess
I
I'd
really
like to know.
appreciate it. It's amazing. We can also create one NFT. I mean, with Cryptowriter and my Lotto coin, just as a memorandum of today show.
Yeah.
We have something also in future. Probably this is first time I'm going to publicly announce. This is worth mentioning here with you, Adam. We are thinking of some NFTs as well in future. So basically, after all this roadmap finish, we are not going to focus on it now. We are not stealing any time of the current roadmap to do something new, of course not. But after we are done with the current, the 2 years, 3 years roadmap, we are going to have some NFTs, cool ideas. From past winners of traditional lotteries, if they have still kept the ticket, so we are purchasing that ticket and we put it as an NFT in our platform. I mean, to those people that they really interested to know who are the winners, past winners. Let's say 1979, somebody won, let's say $20 million. And they still keep the ticket. So the real ticket will be turned into an NFT and will be put up in an auction. Or the balls, let's say the one that in US Mega Million or US Powerball in 1998, for example, the one that was announced 800 million prize, So we are trying to get in touch with that foundation, with the lottery foundation, get that ball, because you know that in traditional lotteries, every few months, sometimes every month they get rid of the old balls, because that's how the lottery functions. And so to prevent any fraud and stuff like that. So maybe we can acquire those balls, and put it up for an auction as in form of NFTs. So that's actually some cool stuff we're thinking of for next maybe 2 years.
I like it. I like it. I think it's a very good idea. And I just think the NFT space is so
Yes.
it's very similar to crypto, but I'm starting to see, I think it has a level of resilience that cryptocurrency doesn't. And that's probably because I guess you could argue that the value is actually backed by something. It might be a digital code, but it is backed by something real. And that's what happens with crypto is, it's not, a lot of it isn't technically backed by anything besides what the market values it at. So yeah, check out our stuff. And
Of course.
like Jillian is a great resource. Sean and Kenny
Yes.
are always working very hard. I just got a message from Sean. I think he's having some Memorial Day cheeseburgers. So guys, make sure you guys send Sean some love, send him some the crypto Finney jokes or whatever. We have a lot of inside jokes about the gold coins in our community too. So we'll get a link to that. Brandon, if you could drop the links to the Telegram chat as well as Amjad's links again, I'm going to put them in here too, and we'll see what happens with the chat. But yeah, time to wind it down. Amjad, what before we go, let's do two things here. One, your parting words of wisdom, but also two, we'll say if somebody comes to visit Turkey, what's like the number one dish that they need to eat when they visit Turkey? We'll do that, and then we'll go to the wisdom after that.
Okay, so because I've been vegetarian for the last 5-6 years of my life, so Turkey is famous for meat. It's with no doubt, right? So of course I recommend some kebabs, Adana or Urfa kebab is very famous here. Of course, like in some other way, in some other part of planet, also they call it shawarma, but it's called doner kebab. Doner kebab is the best one that you can try in Turkey, original one. If you're vegetarian or vegan, you can go for a lot of other dishes. One of my most favorite one is called çiğ köfte. So it's a kind of vegetarian wrap. It's really delicious.
Okay.
So yeah, that's my recommendation.
I love as you said, shawarma or kebabs. Doner kebab is funny. They definitely refer to it as doner here in in
Yes.
Canada. Good to know. Good to know. I will definitely, as I mentioned, hopefully I can go to Bodrum here soon. That'd be pretty cool. And then yeah, we'll go ahead and wind it down. Any parting words of wisdom for myself and the crypto writer community?
Um, Maybe you need to help me a little bit. Like, what do you mean by that? This is my first time I'm actually attending your show, so
Yeah, yeah. Good question. So what I mean by that is oh, now now that I think about it, that is a tough question. So basically, what would be your advice for anyone involved in projects in the blockchain space from now into the next 3 years? What's your biggest piece of wisdom?
okay. So I think I'm not into that level, in fact, to give any piece of wisdom or advice to anyone. But as per my own experience, I really think the future is crypto, and crypto is the future. Those that they are running any business, any type of business, or they are working for other companies, try to adopt blockchain into their own work. If you are a retail shop, try to accept some crypto payment. If you are a writer, get yourself familiar with NFTs, because with the artist, if you're musicians, if you're an actor, if you're a writer, with NFTs you can have your own rights, a digital right on your products, right? So my piece of advice would be just educate yourself around crypto and blockchain, because things are happening very fast. Sometimes we as project team, to be honest, sometimes we have missed out a lot of informations, a lot of new updates. Things are happening very, very fast and crazy. And if you don't cope up now, you would never make it tomorrow. So education, education, education.
Yeah, and we have somebody wants to say bye to you, Amjad.
Oh,
All right.
so cute. What's his name? Her name?
Her name is Luca, and she's
Luca.
this is Luca's, I think, her first time on the show, so everyone can say hi to Luca.
Yeah, we are
Uh,
lucky. We will definitely give some meal tokens for free to Luca.
oh yeah, all right, Luca, you got some tokens coming your way.
Send me
Nice.
her, send me, no, we really mean, send me her wallet. Set up a wallet for her
Okay, I'm
and
making a
send me
note
her
right now.
wallet.
Thank you, Amjad. I really appreciate it.
Thank you very
Guys,
much, Adam, for your time. And thanks for having me. It was a
yeah,
big pleasure to talk to you. And thanks to everyone who watched this show.
yep. And guys, I put Amjad's information in the chat. So again, go follow him, get connected with him there. They've got a Twitter, they've got a Telegram as well. Somebody from Turkey actually is tuned in right now. So they say hello. Harun Baskan. Hi, I am
Okay.
watching you from Turkey. So
So
hopefully
I'm telling them marhaba arkadaşlar.
nice.
Yes.
Nice. What does that mean?
Like hello brothers, like
Okay.
greetings.
There we go.
Yes.
Love it. Okay, we've already been international here on the show, and we're taking it to the next level here today, guys. So thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Crypto Writer podcast. This is The Shift, and I'm your host, Adam Carswell. We were joined today by Amjad Pirotti of mylottocoin.com. You can also go to mylottocoin.io for the hardcore details on everything that they're working with. And yeah, just grateful for you guys being here. Happy Memorial Day weekend. Smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. And we're here every Monday from 12 to 1 p.m. Eastern. So we'll see you next week. I know we have a really cool show in store next week as well. Amjad, thank you one more time.
Thank you, Adam. I'm going to take your permission, if you don't mind, to share about your channel in our Telegram, in our Twitter. So probably most of our community members, they would be really interested to follow you guys doing cool stuff. And thank you very much for having me here again.
Absolutely. Yeah. You know, the whole way that from what I've seen, the most growth that takes place in this space, NFT, crypto, blockchain, whatever, is through collaboration. So please, hello to the My Lotto Coin community. Come over here, come join us, come party with us. There's a lot of fun going on in the Telegram chat popping off. And we're getting a big thank you from all of our guests who are here live. All right. Thank you guys. I'm Jad.
Thank you,
I'll
Adam.
talk to you soon.
Thank you. Bye.
All
Bye.
all right.
Have
Guys,
a good
remember, in
day.
all you think, say, and do, take it to